1,000 kilometers. Welcome to the Black Tar Quest. Brought to you by sextrader.co.za. The search for the ultimate stretch of road in Southern Africa.
Welcome to the Black Tar Quest 2011. 20 adrenaline-fueled petrol heads, 10 gorgeous hostesses, with 10 of the sexiest machines on our roads today. All gathered on the square in Melrose Arch to prepare themselves for the quest to find the ultimate road in the Southern Hemisphere. With me I have Jao from sextrader.co.za, sponsor and my driving sidekick. Jao, tell us about the format of this event.
Ross, this event is by invitation only. The requirements are a penchant for the good life, a sunny disposition, a supercar, and the ability to party like a rock star.
Guys, one promo girl per team. They are no more than promo girls. Guys, they are there to make sure that you have a drink in your hand at all times. They are there to make sure that you have a party at all times. Diane, where are you? Diane, there is your beautiful team. Please go and stand with them. You may now sit down, guys. Team 2, Mike and Gary. Gary, how you doing? Ashley, I feel very sorry for you. Mike and Gary, I'm sorry about Jackie. Bunny's a great guy. Jackie, you've got to worry about. Sam is going to be looking after us.
Yay!
We're driving a SLK 55 AMG, a silver one. A little bit long in the tooth. It's had a couple of years, 5 years on the road, and been racing and a couple of cannonball runs, and we're going to take it out on the Black Tar Quest, which I'm really looking forward to with my co-driver. Jackie, you want to say something?
Basically my first kind of Black Tar Quest event, and I'm looking forward to it, and especially with Bunny and all that stuff, you know. It's going to be a fantastic event, and I look forward to all the good times and especially the beer and looking fantastic.
We are car number 1.
We're car number 1, so we are going to win most definitely, and no one's going to be up against us.
The only thing that can go wrong is that we can't have fun. We have to have some fun.
It's Carlos and Shimi, and I'm Kristen.
Oh.
Look,
And a jacket?
Yes, and they need to get me a jacket because I don't fit in this group.
This is Mike, our right-hand side driver, and Gary, the navigator.
If the driver listens, we're going on a shortcut. If the driver listens, we're going to win. Inside information.
Frank and Wayne.
We've got calculators, obviously, compasses, GPSs, am I right, Wayne? Yep. A lot of additional fuel additives, and I think we are far better prepared than any car which might be just a little bit quicker.
Alright, so Sammy, talk to us. Tell us how you're going to look after us.
Well, seeing that all of you guys are the best, I will put in, I will put in my best effort to make sure that you guys have the best time.
Now that we have introduced the teams, note that this is not a race, but the search for the ultimate piece of tar.
Day 1, Johannesburg to Uppington. 850-kilometer stretch weaving out of the Johannesburg traffic, ending at the longest runway in the Southern Hemisphere, the alternative landing strip for NASA.
I'm going to take Kimberley because it's about 80 k's longer, but there are fewer roadworks.
Okay, when the sun's up, you just say goodnight.
And she's out.
While the honeys were getting some shut-eye after the launch party,
The teams were searching for much needed fuel due to the big thirst and small tanks on these amazing machines. Please note the Noble M400 filling up a running theme throughout this event.
Get out of it! I told you! Ah! Look at this! Does this look like a fucking off-road vehicle? Listen, This is interesting, to say the least. But yeah, once again, TIA, this is Africa after all. That's why we love it. I've had this car for 5 years and still I'm awed by what it can do. And I never experienced this in the city, ever. So, come guys, come play next year.
Ons in 'n grys reisieskar. Hy sal nou kom. Hy's. Dis 'n masjien daar. Hoeveel van julle gaan hulle? Ek dink dit's 11.
Telling you he's 11 cars when he knows good and well and proper that there's only 10 because I've already pranked my Porsche. I just want to ask these lads, now that they've caught up to us finally, whether or not you actually have the balls to beat us to Uppington.
No.
You don't? No. Bit of a soft
tough. The road, eh? Stop go, you can't get into a rhythm yet. Hmm?
Where did you find the toughest?
Lichtenburg, eh? That was tougher. That was really, the road was terrible.
On the outskirts of Uppington, we encountered our first charitable roadblock, enforced by the Round Table. All fines and proceeds were donated by the Round Table to the Oasis Service Centre, who care for disabled people in the area.
From the roadblock, we moved straight to the Uppington airstrip, kindly organised by AXA in Uppington. No sooner had we arrived when the good Lord above decided to open up the skies and rain down on our parade.
This, of course, did not dampen our spirits as we turned the runway into a skid pad.
Colin, just don't do anything on the white lines. No spinning on the white lines.
Okay, well, where we are now, we're on the runway. It's just poured. The guys have done some awesome wheel spins. Blown away. This is the most amazing trip I've ever been on.
With the original intention of breaking the 300 km/h barrier, made impossible by the rain, boys being boys, there had to be a dice. The Porsche Carrera 4S, although not the fastest car out there, just kept smoking the opposition.
When we pulled off, I had no traction, so I had no grips, the car was just slipping, and Frank was gone. And Mike was still standing on the other side, and eventually Mike got traction left, and I was still trying to get traction and go. But what happened was, it was also puzzling, and what happened was Jackie and myself went back when everybody was leaving to go and have a look to see what the heck was happening, because there's a certain amount of slippage and loss of traction. And we then realised that Frank had positioned himself in the dead centre of those bands. He had a solid section of tar with all four wheels on it. So there you go, problem solved. He had no slip. We were having slip because we had we had two wheels sitting on the white patches on the paint, and that's why we were slipping. We couldn't get off the mark, and he was getting off the mark.
After a fantastic day's driving, our thirsty teams gathered at Havana Cafe in downtown Uppington to blow off some steam.
The Black Tar Quest, sponsored by sextrader.co.za.
The Porsche cheats. He didn't stop at a stop and go. He went, drove through all the yellow barriers, and went and pulled over. The cops nearly caught him, asked him what he was doing. He cheats.
We were at the roadblock, but the roadblock wasn't there. So therefore, we cannot be disqualified.
You do your lady in, she's got a sore foot, you don't even look after her. Have you seen a sore foot?
No, but we got the best friend. Had a great time. Very good.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem getting out of Johannesburg, the usual peak hour traffic, but we managed, we got through. Once we got onto, I think the N14 was the least.
Well, everybody said the N40 were quite chaotic with traffic, construction and
stopping the guys and so on, But we stuck on the N14 and we got in at about 3 o'clock. We were the third group in, and awesome ride. Really and truly enjoyed it.
Today was fantastic. I was going to come third, which is not bad considering my teammate crashed his car, and then I ran out of petrol, so I came third last. These things happen, sorry darling.
I'm absolutely perfect with it because I had the most amazing time. The runway was filled with water, it stormed, and we had the most incredible, epic time I've ever had in my life.
This country has absolutely incredible roads, scenery, just phenomenal.
It was actually a pleasant trip. He spoke about women briefly, which, it was enlightening for a little bit of the time. The rest, I had to make up the conversation. But somebody's got to make up the conversation when one guy's a little bit short on personality.